Hi everybody, welcome back to Clav Bricks. Today we're going to be building the Infinity Saga Bro Thor's new Asgard. It comes with Bro Thor, Korg, and who's the other one? Miek is his name. He's a little alien dude down the bottom. So this minifigure set, I'm going to call it a minifigure set to be honest, because it's pretty much just minifigures in a scene, is actually doing really well. People love this as a fun little set that they can build. There's just so much to it that actually fits the set, and it's actually really fun looking. Like there's the gaming console, the controllers, the couch. Like it's such a simple scene, but it's done so well. So I cannot wait to build this. I thoroughly enjoy the Thor minifigure, although I think he could have used a belly. Like, if they could have made a rubber mold for, like, the belly, that would have been fantastic. I would have loved that. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into the build, and hopefully everything goes well. I cannot believe this. They included a full-size booklet. I am so happy. The last set I built, the Jewel on Mandalore booklet, sucked because it was so small. We've got 2 bags and a sticker set here of stickers. So my worst enemy is still alive and kicking, but we'll start building now. I will cut the opening of the bag out because it kills people's ears, and I'm so sorry about that. Okay, guys, please be careful. There are tons of little pieces in this bag. When I opened it just then, they went everywhere. So just be careful opening that up. But otherwise, let's get started. So the minifigure for this one, it's got a spinning head. This is for Thor. So he comes with the same print that I think comes in. I'll see if I have him around. 1 second. I do have him around. This set here, same facial print for that one. And then it just includes like Fat Thor or Bro Thor, whatever they want to call him. I don't know if they can use fat, but overweight Thor, you know? A little bit porky Thor. Oh yeah, he does have a belly on his belt, but not one that's actually physically visible. So he has a bottle as well, and we make an axe too. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, there you go. He can drink his sorrows away up the back. And we can make him a little axe. I like this. This is a good part usage. This is an excellent part to have. Don't mind that at all. All right, well, that goes in there, and we will put the axe piece on here. Yep, cool. That's done. So that's like most of his axe done, and then there's just a back piece that we need to build for that. And I cannot wait to have this set on display. It is so cool. I sort of felt like in the Black Panther set, that the Shatari weapon sort of off-balanced the Shatari. Whereas here with the axe for Bro Thor, I actually think that's a really, really nice touch. He also has like a little piece of pizza at his feet, but I don't think that's really necessary. That's just this piece here. I mean, it's cool. I like it's cool. I have no problem with it. Now we're on to the actual build portion of the video. So let's get that started. I like some of these colours. Wow. These are some really basic colours, but they just suit the set so well. Wow, that's so cool. I'm so happy with this. What a good purchase. This sign's really cool. It actually says, welcome to New Asgard, please drive slowly. And then down the bottom it says, Willkommen till Tonsberg, which is like welcome to something in, I'm going to say like Norwegian or something. Oh, yeah, I'm going to say like Norwegian, because like Willkommen like is kind of German-ish, but it's not quite. The sticker placement sucks, I'm very sorry. I did it again, and we'll put the sticker on like this. There we go. Cool. Yep, no, that's not good. That looks horrible. At least we're onto the base plate now. I can move forward, I can enjoy my life, and hopefully it won't put me off too much looking at that on my display. There we go, building the base, like that. Okay, cool. So this is going to continue going around. Did I mess this up? I may have messed this up. This overhangs on this side slightly. but it doesn't on this edge. So just be careful of that when you're building this. That's the wrong piece. 4, like that. Cool. This is definitely a very unique set, in my opinion. Just because it resembles something unique in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's like the characteristics of... Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? The characteristics are something really fun and like childish, I guess, like of it. But it's also still an Infinity Saga set, which is so strange. Like, they've gone for, in the other two, like, some serious, like, style builds. And then there's just this, which is, like, very unique for LEGO to do. Usually they'll have, like, a generic, like, okay, we're going to achieve 7 very closely done scenes that are serious, but also have, like, a little bit of flair to them. But this is actually, unique in my opinion. So we're going to use some diagonal pieces here. This is like for filling space underneath, I guess, to support it. And then there's like a little stud that fits in this gap here, like that. Okay, awesome. Now, if there is any sort of sets that you want me to build next out of my haul from the other day, definitely feel free to let me know. I'm open to lots of suggestions, whatever you feel right. That's the base, like that, for the build so far. And I'm happy to build the mechs, anything like that, or a couple of the Star Wars sets, whatever sort of works, and you guys are interested in them. I am kind of keen on building the What If sets, but then again, Star Wars also draws me to it. The reason why I'm keen on the What If sets is because What If is set to release on the 11th of August in Australia, at least. And I cannot wait to watch that. That's going to be so much fun. Disney are killing it with the Marvel shows. I think they're fantastic. Some people don't like, for example, The Winter Soldier. I actually haven't watched it, but actually I have. I watched the first episode, but I haven't watched the full series, sorry. But from what I watched, like, it's not bad. You know, WandaVision, it's its own thing, you know? It's so uniquely Marvel. Like, I love that about Marvel at the moment, is that they're doing such unique, cool things. And, like, to have this Lego set, to me, feels like almost like a little bit of history, if that makes sense. Just because it's such a fun build. Like, I'm so happy with it. Wow, okay. So that goes this way. And then there's actually 2 triangle pieces here. What? They're using such cool pathing techniques. That's so good. Wow. Sorry, I sound like such a nerd sometimes. Oh boy, I don't know how some people put up with me. I say some very, very unique and silly things, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. That is so cool. Very, very well done. That's great set design. I like that a lot. Because it breaks it up. So, like, one of the things that you're taught to do with some of the design process of things is use, like, different shapes and different colours to break things up. And so a lot of people, when they use pathing or they do terrain moulding, which is my speciality, if I'm ever to build something, that's sort of what I can excel at, is the actual terrain. So what you try to do is you try to make it as random as you can, whilst at the same time making it man-made, if that makes sense. So it's a fine balance between the two, but it really can make or break a set, you know, or like make or break a scene if you don't get that pathing right. So like that is perfect. That is actually perfect. That's 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Some people, they're just in it for the scene, you know. They're not super interested in those little tiny technical details, which this set features actually a lot of. If you look in the background, you can see like the picture frames on its side, and they use a lot of unique building techniques for this set, and I really, really, really do like that. Like, when LEGO go out of their comfort zone, that's when they make their best sets. Actually, that's incorrect. I've seen some horrible sets, like absolutely atrocious sets, but most of the time when they do, it turns out pretty well. And this is one of the occasions where, like, yep, it's turned out fantastic. I could not be happier with this at the moment. It's perfect. It really, this is 10 out of 10. This is so cool, and I love that. I love that about this set. Like, the uniqueness of all the different things in the background. Yeah, that makes me really happy. And I think I will be building the rest of my Daily Bugle set soon as well. And I think I will do a really long format video, but I'll break it up into parts, or like bags, I guess. Just because I need it finished, basically. And if I can do it in a video, then that's cool. Maybe one day I'll come back to it, but for just the sake of me, like, personally having that, I'm just terrified because I'm like moving houses, and I just have a feeling it's the one thing that's going to cop it. So I want to get it done before I go, and I want to make sure it's finished and I'm like happy with it. And maybe I'll just like display my Mos Eisley Cantina set as well with you guys, and just do like a little review or like a closer look at it, just so I have it on record before I leave and move out, because I will die inside if everything snaps and falls apart. I actually had an issue with the Mos Eisley set, similar to one that I had with the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. I incorrectly placed some parts to it, and it caused some serious issues. And it basically means that the set is constantly putting strain on itself. I can't figure out where it is, but it is slightly putting pressure on itself. I've relieved most of it. What is this piece? That is so cool. That is so cool. What? Okay. That's so cool. Wow. Sorry, I'm amazed by that. One little door piece. And that just goes on there. Lego, you have my applause. That's so basic, but so cool. As I was saying, my Mos Eisley set, yeah, it is under a little bit of strain. And I can't figure out where, but I've fixed it to the point where it doesn't want to break. Like, when it was originally fully built, it constantly put so much pressure on itself that it was actually forcing itself to come apart, which is, I've never seen a Lego set do, so I must have messed it up really bad. Like, to the point where it could have like one brick in one section of a wall where it's over an edge when it's not meant to be, and so it's like got an extra brick internalized, and it's causing stress. Like, that is the severity of the damage that I've caused, and I have no idea how to fix it either. Is it a donut? Is there a donut in the floor? There is a donut in the floor. That is so good. Donut in the floor. This set's coming along really nicely at the moment. Couldn't be happier with it, honestly. Put that in there. Sweet. And then over to here, this is the first bag nearly finished, and it feels like it's flown by. Whereas, like, with the Jewel on Mandalore set, it felt like it took so long to do the first bag. Not because it was massive, but just because, like, some of the parts were really small and, like, finicky, I guess. Whereas with this set, it's actually really enjoyable because the pieces are actually larger than usual. Or, I guess not usual, but for the smaller sets anyway, it's bigger. And I really do appreciate that. This is so much fun. Like, if you can get this set, please get this set. I think it's great. This is a beer keg. Fantastic. Lego. Come on. How did you guys come up with such a cool set? I can't... When was the last time I had a set this good? I'm trying to think now. What set did I thoroughly enjoy? Probably like some of the original Star Wars sets that I used to have. It's been that long, like literally that long, since I've enjoyed such a nice set. Maybe I enjoyed a couple of the Lego clone battle packs at first. Like those are pretty good actually. Okay, so we're just putting loose bottles and a random fish in here. Okay, I don't really like loose pieces in my builds because I move them around a fair bit at the moment. these beer cans look so good. I actually think that's great. They actually look amazing in vending machines as well. The Daily Bugle set has one, and I absolutely adore it. It's so fun. It was so fun to make, and I enjoy having a lot of these sets. That is a pizza. Great tile. Fantastic tile. These are so much fun. All the little pieces in this, I love it. I actually love it. I'm like a kid in a candy store, except like the candy is Lego and you can't eat it. Actually, I mean, if you look on Bricklink, there are a lot of minifigures that have been chewed, actually. Like, I couldn't count the number that are like, chewed head, chewed head, chewed head. We're up to bag 2, guys. We're up to bag number 2. All right, I'll just pause the recording so I can open the next bag, but I'll be back in just a second. All right, we're on to bag 2 now. We're going to start off with Korg, who is a amazing character in the MCU. I love him. He's so funny. Taiki Wakiki, I think. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm so sorry, bro. He is such a great character. The bit where he's like trapped in that like circular prison, that is so funny. I can't quote the line, unfortunately, because I'm really trying hard to manage my language, just because sometimes I struggle with talking and I use incorrect joining words, which is my fault, and I'm working on it, definitely. Such cool minifigures from the movies. There he is, the man, and he's got a controller, which I actually love. Where did it go? I saw it a second ago. There it is. That is such a good piece. That is one of my favourite new tiles. I love that. That is great. So that goes in one hand, and then a pizza slice goes in the other. How does this work? Does it just click in? It says you can hold it. Oh, you can. What? I did not know this was a thing. Why have I not known this is a thing? How long have minifigures been able to do this? How long have minifigs been able to do this? What the heck? I did not know that. Okay. Well, they're all up there. Let's continue with the build. And we'll slowly sort of work our way up the wall as we go, which is similar to the Mandalore set. It's just because a lot of the sets, they have certain parts that rely on the wall being open, if that makes sense. So it's important that you build it up over time, and that it doesn't just be like slap up the whole wall in one go. I like the color usage as well in here. They're breaking up the color as well with different varying gradients and filling colors. That's really good. That's a big win in my books. And we'll continue building this onwards and upwards at the moment. I'm thinking that we're going to start getting some more complex portions, just because it looks like this bag is actually bigger than the previous one that I opened. That's the wrong color brick, but that's totally fine. There's like a couch to go, and a lot of the wall dressing and stuff to still be added in, which is totally fine. Like, I don't know if there's a roof. I don't think there is. I'm just looking at that now, but there is a window piece to go in still, which will look cool. We finished another wall. Cool. All right. That's actually very, very nice. I would live here. Like, if I could rent here, I'd rent here. This is my new home. Just like that. It just fits, the set fits very well together. It's very, very, very well planned out. I can't knock them for that. And I would love to know who the actual designer was of this, because thank you. Like, honestly, thank you. This is a fantastic set, and I'm still so happy with it. And you're going to have to listen to me say it over and over again, because I have no other words. I've never had so much fun building a set. This is still, like, it's a 10 out of 10. This is a great set. It has the architecture of it has a little bit of remnant of, like, Harry Potter in it, but not a lot. Like, some of it reminds me of the older Harry Potter sets. What's a good example of it? I think I had a Chamber of Secrets set, like, similar style. No, not really. They're all more, like, conformed and bland, actually, now to think about it. I don't really have an answer for you, but I feel like I've seen this architecture before. I'm sorry. Usually I'm better at remembering what sets they're from. I'm so keen to see this. It's gonna look so cool just to have on display, and hopefully I can get a Deadpool minifigure as well and sneak him in here, just because of how good the Ryan Reynolds Free Guy movie crossover was with Korg. Oh, we're onto the couch now. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm so happy. This looks so much fun. I'm so happy that I get to build a couch. And that sounds so lame, but I've never built one before. This looks like the Harry Potter car, actually. The Ronald one, when he escapes from he steals his dad's car, and they get trapped in the Whomping Willow, and he escapes like his grandparents' house, and like Ron comes picks him up because he's like, no, you can't leave. But yeah, that's what this reminds me of. The car seats in the back of the set, I think, look like this. Sorry about the obscure Harry Potter references. I was going to actually do a video, a bit of a strange one, but on all of my, what are they called? Like instructions that I have just lying around, because they're all in a box, but I want to go through them and sort out what I sort of think I still can make. And that way we can just look through sort of all the sets that I had, and see if there's anything that I can sort of come through and make one day and keep the instructions sort of all good for, because they have them online anyway, but it's a good way of remembering what sets you have, because I don't keep the boxes. That's one thing that I don't do. I know a lot of people do and they use them as displays. I don't. So for me, having the instructions are the most important part of any set. If I lose the instructions, basically, unless I know that it's from a certain set, then goodbye. That's it. Just goes into my building pile of different builds that I can't complete. Cool, that goes on there. And we're going to make 2 of these little pieces. The couch is really starting to take shape now. Honestly, this is great. I can't fault this set. I literally cannot fault it. The only thing I can fault it on is the excessive amount of stickers that you've made me do, but that's not your fault. That's my fault for being incompetent. I used to be great at them, but I spend so much time sort of like lining them up, whereas now, obviously with the video, it's a little bit harder. I could edit it, but with these Let's Build videos, I try not to do as much editing, but with some other ones, it's a lot easier to do it, so I can do it just fine. It just depends on what the context of the video is. Like, I've dropped some different ones recently. I dropped the Looney Tunes video. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And it's got me ready for the Marvel bags too, which is cool. Totally happy with that. Can't wait for those mini figures to come out. That looks so cool already. Wow. What a cool set, honestly. Do yourself a favor and go and buy this. Go to your local Lego shop. I don't care where it is. I don't care what time of the night it is. Buy this set, please. Please, 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 please. It is so much fun. I think we're building a window now. I don't know what all the other parts are, to be honest. To me, it feels like it's nearly done, but there's just so many other pieces just lying around. I mean, they could be for anything, honestly. All right, cool. That's back there. I honestly don't know where this set's going to go from here. I think it's just building up the exterior wall and then a little bit... Oh, I missed Korg's glasses. Amateur. Good thing I spotted that. Sorry, guys. Oh, actually, no, there's some set dressing to do at the front, because there's like a TV still to go in where they're playing Fortnite against, like, I can't remember the guy's name, but they're playing against him, and I think it's visible in the actual set, which is a nice little Easter egg as well. Honestly, this is a great set. Fantastic. The other, like the Black Panther one, it was okay. The actual fight against, like, giant Thanos, that looks cool. Bit expensive, in my opinion. Bit overpriced. It's more like a giant minifigure set than a actual display set, I suppose. Which is fine, you know. I would have thought that this would be more like an adult series. But, again, I have the mental age of a child, so... Yeah, fair enough if it's not. I like it anyway. Oh, actually, one thing I was going to say is I have a whole bunch of Bionicles. Like, did anybody else have a childhood where they watched that Bionicle movie? Like, that was fantastic as a kid to watch. I have all these Bionicles as well, and I was thinking about going through those too, but I wasn't sure if there's like a... It's like, do people still watch that anymore? Because, like, it's discontinued. Well, a lot of the sets are discontinued anyway, but, you know, like, I don't know if there's anybody who really, like, do kids know what Bionicle is nowadays? Like, do you remember Hero Factory? Like, let's throw some obscure Lego sets out there. Rock Monsters? You know, like, that... No, that wasn't Bionicle, but, yeah, there's a few obscure dead sets. Mars Mission? I had Mars Mission. Like this big tumble roller. What's the other obscure, like, space one? With, like, these weird aliens? Oh, man. I wish I knew the name of it. It had, like, Space Police. Was it Space Police or something? The Agent sets? Bro, I could do this all day. Just name obscure Lego sets I had. I would love to go through them with you all. It would actually be funny to see some of the things that I have just sitting out there. You know, like the one-off sets that I've got, or like something random. Like, I think I got some random night sets that I don't even remember owning or like building. Like, there's just so much weird stuff back there that I would love to go through with you guys. Oh my god. This is genius. Okay, hang on. Lego, let's talk about this. Let me just put this on there and we'll talk about it. It's rotating, unfortunately, as I'm doing it. Okay, cool. Let's talk about that. You see that piece here? I don't know if I can bring it up super close, but that piece here, that is a rotating part that has been used as an air conditioner. That is amazing. This set is blowing me away. Just, that is excellent part usage. I cannot believe that. Wow. I have to make 3 pizzas now. Great. 3 stickers for me to mess up. Hopefully I get it right the first time. Is that an Indiana Jones bullwhip? What? Okay. Okay, this is like me as a child just having a dream and being like, nope, I'll never get a set like this. My parents were cruel sometimes. Like, they were like, I showed them what I wanted as a kid, like these sets. And then they'd be like, oh, yeah, Santa will get them for you. No, I never asked for, like, super expensive ones. I just liked some really cool Star Wars ones, or, like, Lego City, you know, that sort of stuff. I just wish, you know, they would have got me the ones that I wanted, you know? And that's why now I like to be in charge of the sets that I get. So I don't get, like, endless amounts of sets that I just don't want or I don't need. Like, this is really fun. I probably never would have been allowed this, you know? Oh, you can't get that. That doesn't make any sense. Who cares? It's Marvel. It doesn't need to make sense. Tony Stark, he was meant to die of, like, several heart attacks, and he keeps himself alive with an arc reactor that keeps the metal from going into his heart. Like, I understand, like, it's maybe slightly in, like, the most improbable amount of multiversal possibilities likely, but it's just not practical. It doesn't matter. Like, they don't need to be accurate to real life, guys. It's like, that's why I had a lot of city sets. I think they actually did they pull some of their police stuff because of George Floyd? I can't remember. What a weird time in the world we live in. What a weird time in the world. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's weird, you know? You never would have thought that would happen. You know, Lego being affected by politics. I mean, actually, it absolutely might have in the past, but I just didn't think it would happen, you know? Just strange. Strange. How much the world is affected by Lego, you know? That's the cool thing about it, I guess. It's supposed to be, in my opinion, something that, like, anybody can sort of enjoy regardless of their culture, beliefs, whatever, you know? So I guess fair enough if people were offended by it, but yeah, no. Like, there are so many sets that Lego has brought out. I'm sure it would be hard to not offend somebody at some point. Actually, did they have some racer sets a while ago? Oh, did they have like a Cherokee? I can't remember. Honestly, it's been that long. There may have been some racer sets, actually. I know that there was like an Auschwitz one that they funded. That wasn't good. That was not good. Yeah. Look, Lego, maybe check what you're going to be supporting next time. Just in case, just in case you accidentally fund something you shouldn't. Because then you take the fun out of fund. I am such an idiot today. Such an idiot. I love the little pieces of pizza lying around. That's a great touch to a lot of these sets. Wow. Like, even in the Daily Bugle set, they've got, like, pizza boxes as well. Very, very nice set. Like, good way to do scenes and stuff. Now we're just sort of set filling, I guess. So there's going to be a picture frame and a newspaper that go in here. And then I think it's just the TV at the front, really. And that's the whole set done. So we'll just hang this picture up here. And then we'll do a newspaper. I like that some of these are angled too. That's a good way of breaking up a lot of shapes, because Lego, what's the main drawing point to Lego? It's usually rectangular. Obviously there's some sloped pieces, but it's predominantly rectangular. So it's really hard to break up that shape unless you either A, make it a different size, or B, you can actually play with the shapes, and change their direction, and make it like a more palatable shape. Where a lot of these little pieces, I cannot see where they are meant to be. It's up here. That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. I like this set. This is a really good set. You know what I'd actually like? Like a Beskar set. Sorry, I'm looking at these like little bricks that have like the rectangular dips in them. And that just reminds me of the Beskar steel. Like they should do like a Beskar vault or something if they were going to continue down that sort of path. I think it'd be cool. And we're good to go. We are good to go. Now I think I'm doing a bracket of some kind. Okay, interesting. I don't know what this is for, but we'll run with it. We will run with it. Maybe it's a... Oh, wait, is this supposed to be like a speaker? I have no idea. Okay, this is the TV stand, I think, by the look of that, where the TV display is going to go. So we will build this up. Okay, good part usage again, using the telescope pieces. Wow, that's so cool. Funny, another thing it reminds me of is... Oh boy, where did that go? Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game, the Lego one. I loved that. It was so obscure. Like, you think at the time they weren't really branching out to like things like that. It was like, okay, so you can play Lego Star Wars, or you can play Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars. I don't know if Lego Marvel was out yet. I know Lego Batman was. Lord of the Rings had a Lego game too. Nearly 100% of that, I think. I don't know if there's anything else. There are so many empty bottles, guys. What were you drinking? Thor? What were you drinking? I hope the answer is coffee. I hope the answer is coffee. So many of these little things. Are they donuts or cupcakes? I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. This seems to be like the last piece, I reckon, by the book size. That's what I'm going off anyway. And then we'll give you guys a close-up as well of everything once this is all done. Noob M. That's it. That's what the little Easter egg says on this little screen. Okay. Right. And then that swings in. Huh. That is really cool. And then I guess Bro Thor, Korg. Yep, that's it. And the new Asgard comes up here. Korg. Take your controller, bro. And then Thor. Bro Thor. Oh, he's not going to fit. That's alright. I'll just make him stand. You can stand. You go onto the TV because you're angry. You're going to smash it. And then we'll put Miek, I think his name is. I don't know what this is. on the couch like that. Cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll just do a quick little fly through of the build, and then that's it. All right, so this is just the end of the booklet. You can see the Milano, the Black Panther set, What If, and the Avengers. No, not Avengers. It's like a battle on the moon or something. I'm not sure. There's Bro Thor running at the TV. Maybe if I spin it a bit more, we'll be able to get a better look at that. Yep. And then obviously you got the pizzas and everything. I think this is a great set. How it looks from the other side, that's a bit weird. I don't know about that. Door's a bit weird, but I like this. That, again, a bit weird, but I like this. So the outside of it, that looks weird. I don't know how that would fit in like a set, but this actual part of it, that looks amazing. That is a 10. Like, I love that set. That was amazing and so much fun to build. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.